أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. People usually when they play sport before the match,
The warm up.
before the
Before the match.
before the game,
Okay.
they warm up. You see them if they are going to have a run, marathon run, or they have to do something, you'll be seeing them, all of them, doing some exercises in order that they are warming up. Warming up, yani they are preparing themselves for the big event. So every big event needs a warm-up. Every big event needs a warm-up. If you don't warm up, you might not be able to win the game. And before warming up, you need to train. Training is important in order that you will be chosen, or you will be selected to play the final game, or to be in the فريق, in the team. They look and they select you from hundreds, thousands. Look, when they have this football, not the American football, but the World Football Cup, soccer, they pick up the best teams in every country, and then they begin to play with each other until they come, and at the end, to the last, I don't know how many, to the finals. But before coming to the finals, they were pre-trained, and when they trained, they be selected, and then they will warm up for the final, and they train more for the final. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send His messengers to train us, and send the seals of messenger to show us the best, how you can be in the best team. Awliyaullah are those who are training the ummah, training them in every way possible in order to get them to be the selected ones in the finals. Look how much Prophet ﷺ prepared and how much he trained his Sahaba. One time in Egypt, in Egypt there is this Christian sect which is Al-Qubtiyun, the Coptics. One time, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As' son is one of the Sahaba, was in Egypt, and he has many crowd with him, and so one Coptic When he saw that Coptic, he began to say to him that we are the children. I am the son of Amr ibn al-As, the best of Sahaba, better than your parents, better than you. You are only a piece of dirt. You are a Coptic. And took the horse they whipped the horse
The whip.
and slashed him, but not very hard, yani to humiliate him. He's showing him that he is higher than him, so he took that and slashed him.
Whipped him.
Whipped him. That Coptic got sad, and he traveled all the way to Medina to Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab, complaining about the son of Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As. So at that time, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As' son returned back to Medina, and the Coptic was complaining to Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, who was the Khalifa at that time. And in the big association, Sayyidina Umar called the son of Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As and he said, "Did you say this?" He said, "Yes." And he said to him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as the messenger of love, messenger of peace. You whipped him even in a very delicate way, not to harm him, but you are humiliating him. Now I am calling on that Coptic to whip you the same as you whipped him. This is a Muslim, this is a Coptic. This is son of Sahaba, this is a non-Muslim. Sayyidina Umar didn't like injustice. So he wants to show that Islam does not accept injustice. There is no differences. There is differences between you and them, and between their relationship with Allah and your relationship with Allah, but between you and him directly. So he returned back the right of that Coptic in front of everyone. So this is an example of how they have been trained in order to keep the right of everyone. Today, we humiliate each other even. We try to destroy each other, and we're not caring. Even to an animal, you cannot let that animal down. And the example is Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa arda wa karramallahu wajha. One time he was with the Sahaba in a trip outside Medina, and suddenly he jumped out from his horse and took a stick and began to, as if عم ينبش بالرمل, searching something, digging in the sand with his stick. Sahaba surprised what he is doing in the sand with the stick. Sahaba asked him, Ya Ali, what you are doing? We are in the middle of our way to that tribe, and we stopped all the caravan, and you are picking something in the sand. Looking for what? He said, I'm looking for something that I don't want to be responsible in the judgment day in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They said, what? Let us look with you. He said, no, this is something special. عائد إلي.
It's my responsibility.
It's something that relate to me, my responsibility, not yours. And they said, what is that? He said, when I was on the horse, you know the horse is, when it moves, goes up and down, what you call that?
Gallop.
Gallop. And as it was gallop, there was this white in the beard, fleas, these small things that they come in the beard and or the hair. There was one flea that I saw from my beard falling into the sand. And it is my responsibility if that flea is hungry or not. Might be when it was in my beard, it was eating something there. Now it's falling in the sand. And I saw that flea falling in the sand. I want to find it to put it back in its place. Although Prophet ﷺ said in the hadith, كُلُّ مُضِرٍ يُقْتَلْ, everything that harms has to be eliminated. So fleas has to be eliminated. But here he wants to teach the Sahaba and teach us that he is responsible if that flea die from hunger. To tell us to make sure that everything we do must be to the highest level of perfection and respect. Although he has to kill the flea, but he stopped in order that that flea might be hungry. Let us first eat, then fall down, but not falling down from hunger. So this is an example of Grand Sheikh saying, in order to tell us that we have to be very careful, means to that extent Sayyidina Ali was looking for making sure that he doesn't harm a flea. How much we are harming. Look, I see some people, many, if there is a worm or an ant in the house, they go like slowly, take a paper and, oh my darling, oh my love, come, put it on a paper. I have to put it on the tree or in somewhere else, not to kill. It's good, but this is they do for an ant, but they don't do for human beings. They fight with human beings. They fight with each other. If you really want to do that like Sayyidina Ali, then make sure you don't fight. Look, Sayyidina Umar, when the son of Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As did humiliate the Coptic, he took back the revenge of the Coptic. He told him, go and whip him as he whipped you. Islam is that greatness of love. So this is warming up, this is training to reach a situation that you will be selected for the finals that check you if you are going to be from those whom Allah described. And that's why all message of Islam came, and that's why tariqah from the heart of Sharia, Ihsan, Maqam al-Ihsan, prophets explained in order to get the selected ones to be on the top, in order that they will be like later to train the ummah. And that's why awliyaullah are trainers to the ummah. And that's why you see them today from in football games, in soccer games, they buy these trainers, move them, and they give them more money from one team to another team, because they are precious like diamond. What do you think about awliyaullah? That they are more precious than normal trainer in a soccer team. That soccer team is wasting of time. There is also a soccer team between us and shaitan. And awliyaullah are teaching us how to be able to face shaitan. Shaitan has many tricks. Shaitan, when he comes, he brings all the tricks of the world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sunnah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam prohibited to trade with Quran. Is not? You cannot recite Quran, take money for that. You cannot teach Quran and take money out of it. You cannot teach fiqh and take money out of it. That's not accepted, never been accepted, never we heard that. Today shaitan is playing game with everyone. He doesn't teach, I don't teach you Quran, you pay if you don't pay to me $20 a session or $10 a session. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught Sahaba taught each other, not for money. Never they asked for Kalamullah any money. You cannot sell and trade with Kalamullah. You cannot sell and trade with Maqam al-Ihsan, with knowledge. You can sell and trade with science, but not with anything that relate to heavens. Well, you are selling angels? Can you sell angels? They come today with all kind of different ways to sell angels. Even more than that, they make angel statues and they sell them. They tell you this is garden angel, this is protection angel, this is safety angel, this is angel for provision, this is angel for... I don't know what kind of angels they are selling. Or they sell you energy. Energy for everyone, go get it. It's everyone around. You see all these groups today, they are selling energy. How they are selling energy? Why energy is only monopolized to some people that they can get it? Or it is for everyone? So whatever they can find to sell you, they sell you. Look, go to their to the bookstores, Muslim bookstores and non-Muslim bookstores, and look how much they are using things to sell. All of us, we have this problem, trying to sell something, us and others, try to sell something that it is not our property. Quran is your property, Islam is your property, it's for everyone. Allah sent it. Inna ad-dina 'inda Allah al-Islam. Religion is to Allah, is Islam, is everywhere. You cannot sell that. Even fatwa from a sheikh, you cannot ask for money for it. Because when you are giving fatwa, Allah gave you knowledge. You are giving fatwa, you are charging that person money. That will be thrown on you. They will throw you, angels will throw you on your face with this amal that you are doing when you are asking something in return. If they like to give, it's up to them, that's something else. But you cannot sell what they are, what is there, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you. You know, in Islam, you cannot hide the knowledge. It's haram. That's why Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has to relate the message, and he said, whatever you heard from me, relate it. You have to share it with the ummah. It doesn't belong to you. If Allah gave you something, you share it, you give it out. You cannot hold it. And that's why you see Sahaba never hold it. They were giving it, passing that knowledge to everyone. Sayyidina Abu Huraira passed everything except one part. He said, I cannot. Why you cannot? He said, because they will cut my neck. That's he cannot share. He can share it with private people. Those people who can understand it. He said that, Sayyidina Ali to the Sahaba, I have to find it, put it back on my beard in its place, leave it for some time, then if I kill it, I make the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ, because he said, كُلُّ مُضَرٍ يُقْتَلْ, every harming animal or harming thing can be killed. And this is harming, so I can kill it, but not let it to fall and die by itself in the dust, in the sand. كل مضر يقتل. Everything that is harmful has to be killed. Shaitan is harmful, means you have to kill that ego problem from your heart. Our egos are so big, said that you cannot accept any complaint or criticize. You cannot accept criticism from anyone. Immediately you get upset. Prophet said, kill anything that is harmful. In every amal we are doing, there is something wrong there. You have to fix it. Sayyidina Ali is not because of himself. It's not because of for something that he doesn't want to be asked in judgment day. He's showing the Sahaba that even that fleece that it is in your beard, you can kill it when it is in your beard. You can take it and kill it. But when it falls down, that's your responsibility now. To bring it back, put it in its place, and then in that place, because it become harmful, you kill it. That's why Prophet ﷺ was always warning the Sahaba not to get angry. And he was saying to Sayyidina Abu Bakr that anger is disbelief, make you drunk, make people drunk, because then they don't know what they are doing. You must not be angry. Try to be patient. Try to be always like the flow of the water. Don't struggle like salmons. If someone say to you something that you don't like, the ego become like the salmon, wants to go on opposite of the flow of the water. When you make your salmon in your heart go in the flood, the flow of the water, then there is no struggle. Then that you will reach the peaceful self. The first important principle for awliyaullah is to leave anger and to struggle against anger. Every affliction that comes on you is coming with anger. It is the affliction carries with it anger and jealousy. Every affliction comes because either someone is looking at you with a bad eye. I want to have like what he has. I want to be like what he is. I want to be respected like what that one is respected. I like to do this like that one is doing this. So this is hasad. Anger comes because you dislike the way he is doing things because you wanted to do it. You want to do these things like him or like her, whatever it is. If it is to you, you don't get angry with yourself when you are doing the same as that person is doing. But when the other is doing, you get angry. That is hubbun nafs, the love of the self. So Prophet ﷺ trained Sahaba first to throw that out of their hearts. And this is very difficult. It's not so easy, simple. How to do with that is slowly by training, like these suhbas. Don't think that these suhbas is personal to a certain situation or issue. No, it is فذكر, to remind. Allah said, فذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين. Remind people, because by remembrance people will get benefit. So associations with Maulana Sheikh every day is to remind us, when he make an association, to remind us of our weaknesses and problems in order to solve it. Prophet ﷺ, his associations with Sahaba, to remind them to leave what needed to be left. And the most important is always not to drop the love of Prophet and Awliyaullah from your heart. When Grand Sheikh many times said that when I bombard you with criticism, it's like someone bombarding you with a cannon. Be happy, because that bombardment is taking everything wrong in you through that association. When I'm criticizing, cleaning, that will be a cleaning process of what is coming from you or your behaviors in order to clean you from what you have already been afflicted with and been affected with and contaminated with. We have lots of contaminations. When you go to hospital, sometimes you have complications in your body. They try to solve one problem, there is another problem. They solve diabetes, they have cholesterol. They solve cholesterol, kidney failure. They solve kidney failure, you have heart problem. Solve heart problem, you have mind problem, coma problem. Solve coma problem, you have become mental problem. Solve mental problem, you have handicap problem. All these complications has to be solved. We are contaminated completely. That's why it's an epidemic. They have to put you in a quarantine. We are all of us, we are quarantined. No one is out from quarantine. Even Awliyaullah, prophets, has a special quarantine for them, according to their level. Because everyone is not perfect. So don't say, why I have quarantine. Awliyaullah has quarantine also. To eliminate everything possible. That's why in transplant, when they want to do a transplant of kidneys or whatever organ they are doing, they make sure that there is no any rejection of the body of any sort. And that's why they give you high doses of antibiotics in order to bring the immune system down, in order not to reject anything that they are doing. Or else many things will be rejected, because immune system is the ego system. Ego system reject everything. Does not like anything that comes from Prophet or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or awliyaullah. It will tell you, look, here they are attacking you. Attacking you. Why they attack me always? I'm angry. We are all attacked. Because they want to clean us. In order to be able to then to put their transplant, they have to change all the organs of the soul. That's why they give you that high dose of bacteria, antibiotic. They give you high dose of criticism. Criticism is bacteria, is antibiotic. Give you high dose. Then you fall from top to bottom. There is no more power in you. You feel yourself finished. The Sheikh is completely destroying me, my reputation, my fame, my importance, Then, when you reach that level of nothing, and you be able to you understand that you are not worth even more than an ant, then they transplant in you new organs. Then the light of Allah, Allahu Nuru Samawati wal Ard, the manifestation of that beauty, of that knowledge, of that light will enter and find a place to sit. Or if the ego contamination is still there and complications, that doesn't let you to reach anywhere. Anyone who gets contaminated with anger, the first 3 hours of that anger, he is a prisoner under the hands of shaitan. Grand Sheikh explaining, saying that anyone who fight with his wife or with her husband, or with the children, or with the community, or with each other people, the first 3 hours is under the command of shaitan. Shaitan has now authority on you 3 hours. Within these 3 hours, he can flip you upside down. So be careful the first 3 hours. Try to be patient. Make ablution. Pray 2 rak'ats. Anger didn't go out of the house. Walk in the streets. Go to sit by the ocean. Look at the ocean. Say Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah. Never ocean gets tired of reaching you through his waves. These waves, when they are coming to the shore, they are coming with praisings and tasbih. They are reaching the ummah. They are reaching humanity. That's why the waves comes. When the wave come on the beach, is cleaning. They are cleaning. The energy that comes with them is a cleansing process. Sit there and look. MashaAllah, Subhanallah. The ocean doesn't get tired. If within 3 hours our anger didn't go, we will be prisoners to shaitan for 40 days. And if we are prisoners to shaitan 40 days and that anger didn't go, means we are completely immersed in anger, and when we die as miskin. Poor guy died from cancer of anger. No treatment. Only dirt can treat that person. Underground, grave. We stop here and inshallah we will continue next time. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الفاتحة.